Hello everyone! Recipes don't work unless you use your heart, said Dylan Jones, an English writer. I am Tatiana Olaru, and today I invite you to speak about cooking and food. Today's topic is from the oven. Today you will read two tongue twisters with the voiced sound B. You will learn conversational formulas when offering and accepting food and drink. You will discuss what is needed to make your favorite foods. You will learn new words that will help you name the ingredients and the actions in the kitchen, and you will learn how to bake American cheap cookies. Okay, so let's start with the tongue twister. The main sound of today's tongue twisters is the voiced B. Look at the screen. The words are better, butter, better, and better. The first word, better, is a mixture, a liquid mixture of eggs, milk, and flour. So let's read the tongue twister. The batter with the butter is the batter that is better. Let's go to the second one, which is the story of Betty Butter. It is a quite long one. Let's see the words that contain the voiced B sound. Betty, butter, bought, butter, but, butter, bitter, batter. Okay, I will just name the words that are not repeated. Baked, okay, and bit. Now let's try to read the tongue twister. Betty Butter bought some butter, but she said, "This butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it will make my batter bitter. But a bit of better butter, that would make my batter better." So she bought a bit of butter better than her bitter butter, and she baked it in her batter. And the batter was not bitter, so it was better Betty Butter bought a bit of better butter. Good job. So probably Betty will turn her batter, as I have said, it is a liquid mixture of eggs, milk, and flour. So she will turn her batter into a cake and will offer it to anyone, including the members of her family. So offering things in English is essential whenever you want to be polite, have guests at your home, or other situations. Accepting offers is just as important or even more important than offering things. Make sure to thank your host, and if you don't want to accept an offer, politely refuse. Okay, so let's see formal ways of offering and accepting. Would you like a magazine to read while you are waiting? Thanks very much. That would be great. Would you care for? This is a very formal way of asking someone if they would like something. Would you care for dessert, madam? Thank you. I'll have an apple pie. What will you have? It is used when asking someone what they would like, especially in a restaurant, bar, or cafe. It's my turn to get the drinks. What will you have? Thank you. I'd like an orange juice, please. Okay, now let's go to informal ways. Do you want? This is a more informal way of offering something to someone. Do you want another coffee? I'd love to. Do you fancy, or fancy just, or how about? Fancy an ice cream? No thanks, I'm on a diet. How about a cold drink then? Okay, that would be nice. And the last one, can I get you? Can I get you anything? I'm fine, thanks. Now let's see an example I have made. This is an example of a dialogue containing offering and accepting, or refusing. Let's see. May I get you something to drink? Thank you. I'd like a cup of coffee. Would you like me to get you some food? That would be nice. Thank you. How about dessert? No, thank you. I'm on a diet. So you can practice these formulas in examples of your own and make sure to vary the language. Okay. I say food, I mean cooking, which is the most interesting activity that one can be involved in. It entangles both the mind and the body and gives us an amazing product in the end. Everybody has favorite foods to eat and to prepare, maybe. So, by the way, do you prepare food at home? So what is needed to make your favorite foods? As for me, all I need is a good mood and all the necessary ingredients for the recipe. Recipes don't work unless you use your heart, said Dylan Jones, an English writer. So it is for sure that nothing works unless you use your heart, and especially here when we are talking about food, which involves all the 5 senses. No recipe will come out as good as you want unless you put passion and effort into the making of it. And this principle applies to pretty much everything we meet on our way, not only for cooking. If you really want to do that, you must use your heart too, not only your mind. So what foods have you prepared yourself? I hope you have at least once tried to prepare food, and if you have done it, you could share with your friends or classmates. As for me, I love cooking when I have enough time and a good mood. I like cooking healthy and tasty foods. So how do I do that? I use the oven as often as I can for dinners, but also to bake different cakes and biscuits. If I want to bake my favorite cake, all I need is all-purpose wheat flour, baking soda, vanilla extract, chocolate chips or some chocolate, fresh fruits or even walnuts, and then I mix and stir them well. When I bake placenta, I prepare the dough and stuff it with brânză. Finally, I beat an egg very well and mix it with sour cream. So it is preferable to preheat the oven. Then I place the small placenta on the baking tray in the oven and wait for them to get golden brown. I let it cool and enjoy it with my family. I refrigerate the rest of the ingredients and leave them for the next time. So these are the words for this lesson, or the lesson from the oven. And if you don't know some of the words, please check a dictionary. Okay, so now I have prepared a matching exercise for you. We will have to match the words from the vocabulary with their definitions. So the first word is dough. Dough. Dough is a mixture of flour and water or milk. To bake. What is to bake? To bake is to cook something in an oven. Flour, it's a powder from ground grain. The next one, baking soda, is a powder to make baked goods rise. To beat, the next word, to beat, is to stir with energy to make smooth. To preheat is to warm the oven to bake something. Walnut, it's a kind of nut with an outer shell. So, the next word, oven, and this is an enclosed space for baking. To stir, this is to mix ingredients. And the last word, to place. This is to set or lay something. Good job. Now I invite you in virtual kitchen to bake something delicious. Chocolate chip cookies. This is an American recipe. Okay, let's see. For the ingredients, we need unsalted butter at room temperature, white sugar, packed brown sugar, large eggs, 2 large eggs. Okay, we need vanilla extract, we need all-purpose wheat flour, we need baking soda, salt, chocolate chips, and coarse cut walnuts. Pay attention what is coarse cut walnuts. Okay, and we know already the ingredients. Let's see the steps that we have to do to bake these cookies. Okay, so we will fill in the lines with the correct verbs: bake, cool, stir, combine. We will use this word 2 times. Add, preheat, refrigerate, place, and beat. So let's follow the steps. The oven to 190 degrees. Line 2 baking sheets with wax paper and set aside. In a bowl, cream the butter. Then we have the white and brown sugar and until fluffy. Then we have something with eggs, 1 at a time, and stir in well. Add vanilla and mixture very well. In a separate bowl, the flour, baking soda, and salt. Add the dry ingredients to the egg mixture. Mix well, adding the chocolate chips halfway. If the dough is too soft, cover and until firm. With a tablespoon, make a small ball of dough and it on the prepared cookie sheets for 12-14 minutes or until golden brown, completely before eating. So think well, and when you are ready, we will check the answers. So let's see the answers. So we have first to preheat the oven, then we combine the white and brown sugar and we beat until fluffy. Then we add eggs and we stir mixture very well. We combine the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. Then we refrigerate it until firm. When we make small balls of dough, we place them on the prepared cookie sheets and we bake them for 12-14 minutes or until golden brown. And finally, we cool them completely before eating. So I invite you to try this recipe at home together with the members of the family. It can be your sister, it can be your mother, or your father. It depends on who likes cooking. And I can also invite you to make a blog with all the recipes that you can try and share with everybody. So good luck. I'm sure you will do a good job. So with these words, I finish this lesson and let's see what we have managed to do. We have read 2 tongue twisters with the voiced sound B. We have learned conversational formulas when offering and accepting food or drink. We have discussed what is needed to make favorite foods, and of course I have mentioned about good mood ingredients. We have learned new words related to cooking, and we have learned a recipe of American chocolate biscuits. So the lesson is over and see you next time.